Right now, hello and welcome back to Film Focus.
Hi there.
A weekly independent film review show with me, Fred Black.
Anthony Squire.
And yes, instead of our usual 2 films and 5 trailer thing we've got going on, there have been so many films come out of the cinema.
We fell a little behind.
We kind of fell a little behind.
Well, I suppose
we were overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with the plethora of films coming out. So we decided this week to take out the trailer section and go for 3 films. Yes, 3 films, 3 quite different films, a lot of them. I mean, not any horrors in there, disappointingly, but...
No, there's a cringy film in there, but we'll get onto that.
We'll get onto that, but we're going to start with Ron Howard's Formula One biopic, Rush. So, what do you think of this one, Ant?
I think it was really good. The pace was good.
Yeah.
Really well acted. Sorry, the plot.
The plot. Let's go. Let's just skip the plot. No one needs to fucking know the plot. But yeah, it's essentially like 70s. It's set in 1970s.
Formula
One sport. With it's the story of James Hunt, British man James Hunt and Austrian Niki Lauda, and their kind of rivalry throughout Formula One. Well, as they grew up through Formula 3.
Chris Hemsworth plays James Hunt.
Who's also played Thor, is probably the only other thing people recognise.
I do admit, at the beginning of it, I kept expecting him to get out the
hammer. What, in the middle of the race, just go, hammer down! It's like Lauda's just like, what the fuck, that is completely unrealistic. But no, you got like their rivalry.
And someone called Daniel Bruhl.
Dan Bruhl, I think it's Bruhl. But yeah, he plays Niki Lauda, and let's just get this out of the way. Bruhl is fantastic.
Yeah,
like he's one of the performances of the year, definitely. Daniel Bruhl is fantastic as Niki Lauda,
and James Hunt did a great job.
Oh god, Chris Hemsworth did a great job as James Hunt. James Hunt did a great job in general, but he was just a great guy.
But the way they played off against each other was really good.
Yeah,
you didn't get bored. The pace was really good.
Yeah, that's something you said you were getting worried about, is whether you thought it was going to be really boring throughout the whole film.
Yeah, but it wasn't boring at all. It was completely opposite to how I thought it was going to be.
Only complaint I had was fucking deafening in the cinema. Like they obviously thought, let's ramp the sound up a little bit just
can
to kill.
They hear it?
Yeah, can they hear it? And of course, like the very start scene of the film is the Nürburgring and all the cars revving their engines directly at the cameras. And it's just like, oh god, kill me. But yeah, like the pace. Yeah, as I say, the pace is really good. The race scenes as well. Like they have quite a lot of race footage in there, but it's really well done. It's really authentic, and like the way they got to do it, they didn't use like any CG pretty much.
No, it was good. It's like a back to basics. It was really good.
I mean, they do use some kind of like visual trickery and stuff, because it all has that kind of. It looks kind of 70s. It looks a bit dated, doesn't it? The film. Like, just the kind of the tip of the film, it all looks kind of 70s-esque. But, I don't think, because I was looking at, because I was going to put like this down as my best special effects, on my best visual effects list for the end of the year. But it turns out like there's not actually a lot of CG shots in it, or if any, not that I was talking about, because they all use like real Formula 1 cars or Formula 3 cars.
Well, that's good.
Jazz them up.
You can tell there's no like blue screen or something in the background, and people sort of I'm driving a car really fast.
Like some sort of thing like that. But yeah, like, so what score did you give it then?
8.
8 out of... I'll say I gave it 8 out of 10 as well. I'm gonna...
It's good.
I'm gonna spoil it right now and say this is my film of the week. We got 2 more films to go, but this is the film of the week for me.
It was a really good film, but it just lacked a couple of things, but I'll get onto that when we get onto my film of the week.
Yeah, but this definitely for me was my film of the week. I mean, I think this was the first film. I think it's second film I saw of the week. So one of the ones later. I saw that first, and it was just kind of like I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, but I came away.
I know exactly what you mean. I wasn't expecting to enjoy this at all. I thought it was going to be boring. I thought it was going to be documentary style, but it wasn't.
Yes.
It was actually really well done. The 2 main characters played off against each other really well.
Yeah. It's just gripping stuff, isn't it? It's like the final race in the Nürburgring. It's just like, holy... Oh no, it's not Nürburgring, it's the Suzuka, isn't it? It's Japan. They have the final race, isn't it? It is,
Yeah, that's right.
It's Japan, they have the fire
So
race, and you're looking
96.
at... Yeah, we're just kind of trying to remember the race order and shit. But no, I was kind of like on the edge of my seat, just going, go! It's great stuff.
Well, in the back of your mind, you knew what was going to happen, but it was still really good to watch.
Oh, I see, mind you, if you don't know your Formula One history and all that sort of stuff, and
But even if you don't know your Formula One history, I think that last race, it was pretty... Yeah, you knew what was going to happen based on the film that led up to it.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. Anyway, shall we move swiftly on to our next film?
Oh yeah, Pain and Gain.
Oh yeah, Pain and Gain.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, okay. Let's get this out of the way. I think we mention his name at least once every week, and Michael Bay is a bit of a sore spot for us because we hate his guts.
I mean, after Transformers, but I won't get into that now.
But yeah, we've got very differing opinions on this film.
This film was just so cringy.
See, I think you went about it the wrong way.
I went into it with an open mind. But there's just so many things about that film. It tries to be funny at the various points, or something really horrible is going on at the same time. It was badly edited, badly directed.
First of all,
the acting, to begin with, the three main characters, they do sort of play well against each other. The film gets interesting, and then about a quarter of the way through it, suddenly it goes down. And it's just so, like I said earlier, the scene with the car running over.
Yeah, you got the... But yeah, the thing is, like, my brother showed me the article, because he knew it was coming out in the cinema, he knew we were going to review it. He showed me the article series it's based on, and I sent you the link over Facebook. And I read through it, and just so bizarrely enough, this is all true. Like, pretty much like everything that goes down in the film, like right down to the gruesome, nasty stuff they do, is true. And that's kind of what makes it so kind of... It's really darkly funny in a way, because the story is three bodybuilders.
It was not darkly funny.
I found it funny, and it is meant to be taken as a comedy most of the time, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the kind of film, with half the stuff that happens in it, that really can be a comedy.
Well, see, the story, for those of you who don't know, is three bodybuilders decide to kidnap this guy and get all his money. He's like a multi-millionaire, and they decide to kidnap this guy and get all this money for themselves to live their idea of the American dream. The only problem is they're completely fucking
dumb.
Idiots. They are completely dumb.
I mean, they are complete idiots.
And I just need to point out that Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson, who play the two leads in it, they're amazing in it. I was laughing my arse off at both, especially The Rock's kind of like...
I think The Rock was the best.
Kind of fake, like weird Christian, born again Christian, then kind of melt down into cocaine and drink, and it's so weird. Like,
no,
I don't understand how you didn't find this funny, because
it was badly paced, badly directed. The actors
let all the anger out, Anthony.
The actors, they did the best they could. I mean, the guy, I can't remember his name, but I know he played Monk in the TV series.
Oh, Tony Shalhoub, yeah.
He did a good job. But I just did not have any sympathy for any of the characters.
Well, that's
none
the thing, like...
whatsoever. Not even the guy gets... I only started having sympathy for the guy who gets kidnapped towards the end.
Yeah, well, not then, because he still acts like a bit...
He's a complete dickhead, character-wise.
Holy shit, I think that might be the first time you've sworn on this show.
It's just...
And it's all because of Michael Bay.
The writers of this film, the film, like I said, the first quarter of it, it's really good, and then it's like they changed the writers halfway through it. It just, like I said, good, bad.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all. I mean, obviously it had the like lens flare and all the kind of tintness of Michael Bay's and all the the kind of visual fuckery that Michael Bay likes to put into his films. But like, I found it moved really well. It moved forward really well. It was I thought it was well written and well acted. The characters were just dumb enough to kind of be believable, like not thinking their plan through well enough. Like, especially as they get more and more frustrated with how things aren't going well.
They get more into it,
and they start slipping up more and more. The scene with the chainsaw, where they take they take a chainsaw back to the store. It had me in stitches. Like, and there's like they're renting out a motel room with The Rock and a baseball bat, like Dwayne Johnson and a baseball bat. That had me in stitches. There's so many bits of this film I found hilarious.
This film
had just such.
It had potential. It could have been so much better if more thought had gone into it. You couldn't.
I know it's a Michael Bay.
No, forget Michael Bay. It was a comedy trying to be a thriller at the same time. It just did not work. It was.
I thought it did work.
It was pathetic.
Oh,
and
scathing, sir, scathing.
It was just so cringy. How did you not find it cringy?
Because I just didn't. I just found it funny. I found it. I mean, obviously it's disgusting. Like, this is all based on true events, and these people really did this stuff. And that's horrible. That's horrible what they've done.
In the film itself, though, it just
but
the scenes, the way they were done.
Yes. What score did you give it? We haven't done the scores.
I was generous in giving it a 4.
Oh, okay, 4. I gave it a 7. I was planning to give it higher, but then I wanted to make Rush my film of the week because it was better. It was just better. So Pain and Gain gets a 7 from me. A 7.
4, and it's lucky it got that.
It's lucky it got a 4. Oh, I'm gonna have to update that. That's gonna. Oh yeah.
7.
It's a 7 out of 10.
How did you give it a 7?
Because it's that good. It really is that good.
No, it wasn't.
It was, for fuck's sake, it was, Anthony. You're wrong, and just deal with it.
I'm right.
Right, well,
shall we think about what you've done?
You sit there and think about what you've done. Giving Michael Bay film a 7.
Putting that to one side.
You want to get onto your favourite film of the week.
White House Down. Oh, this was brilliant. It was basically Die Hard in the White House.
Which we've already seen this year. Let's be honest, we've already seen Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah, but
we've seen. Yeah, but okay, let's go.
The same level of eccentricity as this one did.
White House Down was essentially Channing Tatum gets an interview with the Secret Service, and in the process, terrorists invade the White House and blow up Congress, and start taking over America.
Jamie Foxx is the president.
Jamie Foxx, yeah, and so now Channing Tatum has to go and save the president and save the day.
His daughter's in there as well.
Oh yeah, he can save the president or he can save his daughter. Is pretty much the toss-up he has during Oh no! Oh my god, this film is ridiculous.
This film was beautiful.
I mean, I kind of expected
the acting was.
I kind of expected it because it's Roland Emmerich and he's done like Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow.
Way better than those two
and
films.
2012 and
forget his previous films. This was much better than all of those.
I will admit,
I've seen since Sharknado. And
oh fuck off! Will you stop mentioning Sharknado?
That was a brilliant film.
But yeah, like I don't know, like. I mean, yes, there are times that this film must think this is just god awful, but
you couldn't take it seriously.
It's that point. It's not. It's that thing. Like you can't take it seriously.
To watch. It's got. It's the impossibility of half the stuff that happens in it. Like I was saying earlier, they fire a missile at the tank, it blows up. They fire a missile at the car they're driving in. The car just suddenly flips around in the air and falls in the pool.
It doesn't explode or anything. It just goes. Eh.
And the way he can jump off the top of the White House. Not a scratch on him.
Oh, he does that. Oh, he does, he jumps off the fucking roof into like a flower bed, doesn't he, or something? He's like, I'm fine, I'm Channing Tatum, I'm fine.
Brushes himself off.
He's like, I'm okay.
I cannot praise you enough for the level of cheesiness in this film. It was beautiful.
I mean, you got like, how many times does he get shot during this film as well? Like, Jamie Foxx gets shot twice, like Channing Tatum gets shot like 3 times or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's like I was saying earlier, like, the good guys can never die.
It's just a flesh wound.
The good guys in these kind of films can never die. They can have wounds, injuries, whatever, but they cannot die.
They cannot. It's impossible for Channing Tatum to die. But yeah, like there are times like in this film where I was like thinking, "Oh, you're just trying so hard to rip off Die Hard. It's unbelievable." Like you've got the geeky hacker guy who's like doing all this like dancing and TV show, hysterics and stuff. You've got the big brutish bodyguard,
his colleague. And
you've got big brutish bodyguard who's like the second in command, who's like the big tough guy. Like you got he's essentially the equivalent of the blonde-haired German in Die Hard. He's like, I will find my brother, will kill him. Essentially, this one's Irish, I think he is. And then you've got like some his kid uploading like videos to YouTube and shit like that. It's like the Wi-Fi signal in the White House is brilliant, even during a terrorist attack. It's a ridiculous film.
This film, you can't take it seriously.
No, I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's a fun film to go and watch. You know, don't take it seriously. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful action film.
I only gave it a 5. Don't start with the 5. I only gave it a 5 out of 10.
5.
But yeah, that's
I
just...
gave it 10 out of 10.
That's a perfect film for you, is it? White House Down is a perfect film.
It was. You don't have to think.
If you could give it 11, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I'd give it a 12.
You give it a 12. I'd go as far as 15.
The pace was good, though. The acting was good. The pace was good. The script was good. It was just so beautifully overdone. The action scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I think all like the kind of funniest bits you'd already seen in the trailer.
No,
I think you kind of had. I mean, all the best jokes. I don't remember any other jokes than what I'd seen in the trailer.
And you weren't paying attention.
Well, I sat there for 2 hours watching this piece of shit. I thought I'd be paying attention. I thought I'd take the courtesy of paying attention to a film I was going to review.
You must have blanked them out.
I must have blanked the funny bits out. The best bits of the film, I just blanked it out.
5?
Only 5, because like very good action films. They do take themselves seriously and they kind of make the audience pay off. Or if they go completely the other direction, over the top, yeah. They have to do that with like their dialogue and everything else as well. And Emmerich seems to find that middle ground of being completely over the top with his action scenes and then really serious dialogue. You have to take everything that's going on in the plot really serious. It's a matter of national security. It's a deadly attack. No, it's not. It's the White House. You're blowing up limos with rocket launchers. What the fuck?
It's like there isn't a middle ground.
You're having like helicopters as well, flying at like 10 feet to the ground or something.
That's beautiful.
I was like, why would you ever do that? Even in a terrorist situation, would you even allow that to happen? No, probably not. But
yeah, but putting that to one side,
I mean, yes,
I had a
lot of fun in it, but I only gave it 5 because it's just kind of pure middle of the road blockbuster stuff.
5.
Yes, 5. Get over it. I don't know. Do you
10 out of 10? This film is spot on.
Yeah, I mean, my film of the week is Rush because that, emotionally engaging and kind of compelling as it was. But White House Down just kind of it's kind of throwaway action nonsense for me.
It's over the top. I'm just repeating myself.
Yeah, you do. But yeah,
I think it's short and simple. If you're going to go and watch a film this week, go watch White House Down.
Rush.
if all the tickets are booked out for White House Down, then yeah, see it for any Rush.
I can imagine you're just imagining packed out cinemas for White House Down, and like one person wants to go see Rush. Like, yes, this is going to be great. That'd be amazing. It's like, yeah, everyone's going to see Roland Emmerich's new film. But it was completely ridiculous, but so much fun. But yes, I think that's all we got time for this week. So
thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week with possibly our normal format. I'm not sure what we're doing right now.
All the new trailers coming out. Yeah, I think we've got to fit them in somewhere.
Right. Okay, then we will see you next week.
Take care,
guys. That's out the window.
5.
Start off with a 5.